different occasions. Number one was during this time, I was laid off. And I never forget how devastating that was for me, because here I was with a master's degree, working very hard, traveling all over the country, and what I thought was my dream job. And one day, just like that, my life changed forever. And what happened was that my mindset started to change. And what I started to realize was that I can no longer rely on corporate America to survive. And I needed to do something else. So it was at that point where I said, I'm going to start a business. But I didn't know what type of business to start. So I did research and looked at traditional types of businesses. But what I realized in a traditional business was that it required a lot of time and a lot of money. And I didn't have either one of those. So I went back into the workforce and I got me a good old government job. But even though I was making more money in the government than what I was making in the private industry, I still had that desire to work for myself. And so fast forward, here we are, starting 5 Lakes back in 2006.
And I'll tell you, I remember this like it was yesterday. I was 44 years old, and after many, many years of working 8 to 5, you know, the light came on in December 2005. And I tell you guys, if you're taking notes, write this down. People don't change until something happened in their life. And most of you guys have read this in my book, that I remember my brother being diagnosed with cancer. I said, you know what is this thing all about? You know, I got this nice job, this great job. I live in this $1 million community, but I can't enjoy my life, my family. I'm losing my family because I'm spending too much time on this job. And I have to make change. Anybody feel like that? I have to break out of this rhythm, this 100,000-year rhythm, okay? And what happened was, at 44 years old, the light came on, we were introduced to 5 Lakes. And I remember we were so excited. We started running with this company. I remember our first national convention, okay? And we were national directors in this picture. We had just hit national director. We were starting to break out the rhythm. We were starting to position ourselves around people like Sonny and King Pinion, Mr. Barry Donaldson, Lisa Cloud, Jason Guck, the co-founders. And we started to break out of the rhythm, and we started to see exactly where we were and where we wanted to be. Does that make sense? Okay? So we started building this business, and we knew that if we could just stay focused in building this business, that we could go to the next level. Who wants to go to the next level?
So what I have to share with you guys about my mindset when I started this business was that I was excited about the possibilities, but I didn't believe in the industry. Keep in mind, I came from corporate America. And so this was totally different from traditional business and definitely different from corporate America. So I remember getting started and being excited, but because I did not quite believe in the industry, I was skeptical. And I wondered if I could be successful in this company. Because I started to meet people that were successful, like the Lisa and the Barry, and I started to compare myself to those individuals. And I said, can I do what they did? And so I had a lot of self-doubt. And so the process for me, when I started this business about 4 months later, in that picture there, was that I had to start this journey of transformation. Because I had to develop the self-confidence in myself to say, yes, Cherece, you can do this. And through the process of transformation over the next 2 years, I started to realize that I could be as successful as God wanted me to be. And I didn't have to compare myself to this person or to that person, but just to learn the system, apply the system, and then do the system. That's all that it came down to, and then believe that I could be successful. So in this picture here, attending my very first national convention, the light that started to come on was that I started to see people that was where I wanted to be. And all I kept saying to myself was this: if they can do it, that means it can be done. And if it can be done by them, then it can be done by me. And that's when I started to do the work. And that's what I want you guys to know. If we can stand on this stage as double platinums and platinum senior vice presidents and all the senior vice presidents that you'll see walking the stage this weekend know that it can be done. And if they can do it, then you can do it too. You guys believe that? And so when you embrace this process of transformation, here's what happens.
Bam!
You get this boss look. You guys saw those previous pictures? I looked like I was like mother of the bride at my son's wedding. And so you get this new attitude when your mindset catches up to where you want to be. It's just all a shift in your mind. And so for all the couples in the room, what Stan and I are going to do today is that we're going to take you on a 10-step journey of how we went from that couple that you saw back in 2000, from 2002 to 2006 when we started Five Links, to where we are today. So are you guys ready for our 10 steps to success and fulfillment? Write those two words down. It's success and fulfillment in love and in business.